people don't like the Leia hair. It combines two of the greatest things in the world, science fiction and breakfast pastries. That line comes from Faith Erin Hicks' Friends with Boys, which is one of my featured graphic novels for this week's video. Faith Erin Hicks recently won an Eisner, which is like the Oscars of the comic book / graphic novel industry, for her work on The Adventures of Comic Book Girl, which unfortunately I don't have because it's so awesome it is currently checked out of the library. But we do have some other works that she's done. Friends with Boys is one of them. The boys referred to in the title are actually the protagonists' four brothers and all of the other boys that she's friends with, and how she doesn't really get along with girls, and also how she's being haunted by a ghost, which can make life really tough. So I definitely recommend this one, as well as this other one that she illustrated called Nothing Can Possibly Go Wrong. It was written by Prudence Shen, but Faith Erin Hicks did the illustrations. It's about the robotics club and the cheerleading club joining forces to win a robotics tournament with like this chainsaw wielding robot so that they can get school funding for each of their respective programs, and it is hilarious. It's not your typical take on the geeks versus the jocks. Another graphic novel that I really enjoyed was Page by Page by Laura Lee Gulledge. And this one is really cool because it shows the transformative power of art and writing in a person's life, even when you feel like, you know, you can't get used to this situation that you're in. It's about a girl who moves to New York City and doesn't have any friends and kind of doubts herself, but finds solace in her ability to illustrate and create art, which is actually kind of autobiographical for the author as well, which is cool. This one by Paul Pope, who mostly does adult graphic novels. This is his first one for teens, called Battling Boy, and it's a really great mashup of the superhero genre. The titular Battling Boy is the son of a guy who's a lot like Thor. He has very big sentences and very big ideas and slays lots of monsters. But Battling Boy, his son, has to go out and prove his way in the world, and he teams up with the daughter of a monster fighter who was recently murdered, and they have all sorts of space adventures, which is super awesome. The prequel to this, The Rise of Aurora West, is coming out this fall, and I've read the non-inked version, and it's extremely good. These two by Jane Yolen, Foiled and Curses, Foiled Again, are really awesome for a strong female protagonist. She is, as you can see, a fencer, and fencing comes into play a lot in the book. She's always correcting people that, you know, it's not a sword, it's a foil, it's a, you know, it's not this, it's that, and she's able to see monsters, and so she battles the monsters with her amazing sword fighting skills and just basically kicks butt. So those two are really good. And then finally, two more mainstream series that I'm really loving right now. Daredevil, in the run by Mark Waid, which is, it's just fantastic. It's not super dark and broody and all Batman. Like, it's fun, and it has just this kind of levity about it that you don't find in a lot of superhero comics. I'm loving this. So, awesome. I also got to meet him, and he was really nice. And he signed my Daredevil comic, so geek. And this one, Gail Simone's run on Batgirl, which unfortunately ended, but she is working on other comics. She rebooted Red Sonja, which, I mean, for a girl wearing a chainmail bikini, she ends up making it a pretty feminist comic, which is amazing. But her run on Batgirl is really great. Again, a lot of humor, a lot of heart. Batgirl is no longer confined to her wheelchair, so the character of Oracle is gone, which made other people freak out and, you know, not want to read the comic. But if you don't read it, you're definitely missing out on some beautiful artwork and some really great and empowering writing. So those are some of the young adult graphic novels that I'm loving right now, and I hope you guys are interested in them and check some of them out.